Listen, I'm going to tell you something that most people don't want to hear, but I'm going to say it anyway because somebody has to. You're broke. Not because you don't make enough money, not because the economy is rigged against you, not because you didn't get lucky. You're broke because you keep buying stupid things that are keeping you poor. And before you click away, because the truth hurts, let me tell you something. I built my fortune by understanding one fundamental principle that separates the wealthy from everyone else. Rich people buy assets, while poor people buy liabilities and mistakenly believe they are assets. It's that simple and frankly, that brutal. Now, I know what you're thinking. Here comes another rich guy telling me I can't even have a cup of coffee. Wrong. This isn't about coffee. This discussion centers on 5 specific categories of purchases that are absolutely destroying your financial future, and I'm going to break them down for you right now. But first, I need you to do something. If you're serious about building wealth, if you're truly tired of living paycheck to paycheck, and if you genuinely want to retire one day instead of working until you drop dead, then hit that subscribe button right now. Join this community. We're building something significant here. A group of people who profoundly understand that money is a powerful tool, not merely a toy to be played with. Let me start with the very first thing you absolutely need to stop buying immediately: brand new cars. Oh, this one truly makes people angry, but frankly, I don't care. Purchasing a new car is unequivocally one of the dumbest financial decisions you can ever make, and I'm prepared to prove it to you with some straightforward math. The very second you drive that brand new car off the lot, it instantaneously loses a significant 20 to 30% of its total value. Gone. Evaporated. You've essentially just lit thousands of your hard-earned dollars on fire solely for the fleeting privilege of experiencing that new car smell. Within just the first year of ownership, you're already down a full 30% of what you paid. By the third year, you've realistically lost 50% of your initial investment. What you're actually purchasing isn't really transportation, it's rapid depreciation wrapped elegantly in sheet metal. But here's the part that truly infuriates me. People then finance these cars. They eagerly take out loans at 5, 6, or even 7% interest to acquire something that's actively losing value faster than ice cream melts under the July sun. You are essentially paying significant interest on an asset that is quickly depreciating, which is, by all financial accounts, sheer financial suicide. And please, don't even get me started on the individuals who choose to lease. Leasing is, without a doubt, the absolute worst option. You are literally renting a depreciating asset, which ultimately means that at the conclusion of the lease term, you possess nothing. You have zero equity whatsoever. You've simply given the dealership thousands of your dollars for the distinct privilege of temporarily borrowing their car. Congratulations, you've just made the dealership owner significantly richer while you yourself have remained firmly broke. Now, I can already distinctly hear the litany of excuses. But Kevin, I desperately need a reliable car. I have kids. I need a dependable vehicle to get to work. Of course you do, and that's perfectly understandable. My advice is this: purchase a 3-year-old certified pre-owned car instead. Let someone else completely absorb that massive initial depreciation hit. You still acquire a remarkably reliable vehicle, often one that's still comfortably under warranty for often half the original price. That, my friends, is what we call being genuinely smart with your money. That is precisely what wealthy people consistently do. We simply don't care about superficially impressing our neighbors with shiny new toys. Our sole focus is intently on building enduring wealth. Do you recall what I personally did when I was diligently building my very first company? I drove a notoriously beat-up old car that barely ran most days. Did it perhaps hurt my ego a little bit? Maybe, admittedly so. Did it, however, hurt my bank account in any way? Absolutely not, not in the slightest. And that, right there, is the crucial difference. Poor people frequently spend their money specifically to look rich, while rich people meticulously spend their money to get richer. Which one do you genuinely aspire to be? Because I assure you, you truly cannot be both simultaneously. The particular car you choose to drive ultimately says absolutely nothing substantive about your real wealth. The substantial balance in your investment account, however, that tells the true and complete story. Every single dollar you needlessly waste on a brand new car is an invaluable dollar that isn't actively growing in the stock market. It's not diligently earning dividends, and it's certainly not compounding powerfully into your essential future. This is precisely where many people make their initial critical financial mistake, and it tragically sets the pervasive tone for every subsequent bad financial decision they proceed to make. They unfortunately prioritize the illusion of looking successful over the profound reality of actually being successful. And that sobering observation naturally brings me to the second significant thing that is perpetually keeping you poor. Something that is perhaps even more insidious because society continually tells you it's a smart investment. The second major thing you desperately need to stop buying is far too much house. Now, I fully anticipate that this particular point is going to deeply upset a great many people because we've been fed this deeply ingrained lie for countless generations that your home represents your single biggest asset. This is absolutely wrong. In actual financial reality, your home is frequently your single biggest liability. Allow me to thoroughly explain this critical distinction to you. An asset, by definition, actively puts money into your pocket. A liability, conversely, consistently takes money out of your pocket. Your house, specifically the one you physically live in, takes money out of your pocket every single month without fail. Consider the mortgage payment, the constantly escalating property taxes, the required insurance premiums, ongoing maintenance costs, recurring utility bills, professional landscaping services, and inevitable repairs. It is undeniably a relentless money pit. And logically, the bigger the house you choose, the significantly bigger that money pit truly becomes. But Kevin, real estate always goes up in value, doesn't it? Does it truly? I invite you to ask the countless people who purchased homes in 2007 and then helplessly watched their home values absolutely collapse during the ensuing recession. Ask the individuals who are still financially underwater on their mortgages right this very moment. The truth is, real estate sometimes goes up in value in some markets, and only if you're particularly lucky. But even in those instances when it does increase in value, you often cannot readily access that accumulated equity without either selling the very place you live in or taking out yet another loan against it, which simply constitutes even more debt. And let me impart another crucial truth about debt. Debt is a sophisticated financial tool that makes rich people progressively richer, but simultaneously makes poor people consistently poorer. When you judiciously borrow money to acquire stocks or to strategically build a thriving business, that is what we term good debt, because you are effectively leveraging capital to acquire income-generating assets. However, when you borrow a substantial amount of money simply to purchase a much bigger house than you genuinely need, that is unequivocally bad debt, because you are effectively leveraging your future earnings to acquire a burdensome liability. Here's what truly baffles me. People often stretch themselves to their absolute financial limit to buy the biggest house they can possibly afford. The bank magnanimously approves them for a $500,000 mortgage. So naturally, they proceed to buy a $500,000 house. That is nothing short of insane. The bank fundamentally doesn't care one iota about your future financial well-being. The bank's primary objective is to keep you in as much debt as humanly possible, because that is precisely how they generate massive profits. They are most certainly not your trusted financial advisor. They are, pure and simple, your creditor. And creditors, quite logically, want you owing them a substantial amount of money for the next 30 long years. That equates to 3 decades of hefty interest payments consistently flowing directly into their coffers. Do you honestly know how much you truly pay for a mere $500,000 house with a traditional 30-year mortgage? Try over $800,000 when you fully factor in all that compounding interest. You're effectively paying an additional $300,000 solely for the questionable privilege of borrowing money. That, I assure you, is not building wealth. That is systematically transferring wealth from your struggling pocket directly into the bank's opulent pocket. Now here's the much smarter approach you should seriously consider instead. Buy a house that is approximately half the value the bank tells you that you can afford. If they graciously approve you for a $500,000 mortgage, then intentionally buy a modest $250,000 house. I genuinely don't care if it's conspicuously smaller. I don't care if it lacks the gleaming granite countertops and the lavish walk-in closets. Your goal should be to buy the house you need, not simply the house you passionately want. Then, and this is crucial, take all that substantial extra money you'll be saving every single month. The money that would have been greedily devoured by a larger mortgage payment, higher property taxes, and inflated utility bills, and wisely invest it. Put that money directly into the stock market. Diligently build a diversified portfolio. Acquire stable dividend-paying stocks. Let that hard-earned money assiduously work for you instead of relentlessly working for the bank. This right here is the profound secret that genuinely wealthy people intrinsically understand. We conscientiously live below our means. Consider Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the entire world. He still humbly lives in the very same modest house he purchased decades ago for a mere $31,000. Why? Precisely because he profoundly understands that every dollar frivolously spent on an unnecessarily big house is a valuable dollar that is then utterly incapable of compounding its power within his investment portfolio. That, my friends, is called opportunity cost. And make no mistake, opportunity cost is the silent and insidious killer of true wealth. The third detrimental thing that is continuously keeping you financially poor, and I caution you, this one is likely going to sting a bit, is eating out all the time. I'm referring to those frequent visits to restaurants, those ubiquitous takeout orders, daily coffee shop stops, and reliance on convenient but costly delivery apps. You are literally hemorrhaging money on food expenses, and in all likelihood, you don't even fully realize the true extent of it. Allow me to hit you with some revealing numbers. The average American actually spends well over $3,000 annually eating out. $3,000. Do you have any idea what that same $3,000, meticulously invested every year for 30 consecutive years, grows into at a conservative 10% annual return? It becomes an astonishing amount of over $500,000. You are quite literally trading $500,000 in your potential retirement wealth for mere fleeting convenience and forgettable fancy meals you'll barely remember in 24 hours. But the reality is even worse than that, because most people aren't just spending a relatively small $3,000, they're actually spending $5,000, $6,000, or even a whopping $7,000 per year. Think about it. Your morning coffee run, that quick lunch at work, dinner because you're simply too tired to cook, those ubiquitous weekend brunches, numerous date nights, it all adds up exponentially faster than you could possibly imagine. And here's the particular aspect that genuinely bothers me. People frequently tell me they genuinely don't have money to invest, and then immediately afterward, I observe them casually spending $15 on a mediocre salad for lunch. You unequivocally do have the money. You are simply choosing to spend it on ephemeral things that disappear into thin air instead of investing it in substantial assets that consistently grow. Now, let me be crystal clear. I am certainly not advocating for you to never eat out again. What I am saying is to be incredibly strategic and intentional about it. Make a conscious effort to cook at home most of the time. Dedicate some time to meal prep on Sundays. Consistently pack your lunch for work. Learn to make your own coffee at home. These are not grand sacrifices. These are intelligent and prudent financial decisions. And when you do decide to eat out, make it a truly special occasion. Make it count. Do not waste your valuable money on uninspired, mediocre chain restaurants simply because you feel too lazy to cook. That is not truly living well. That is, plain and simple, being financially irresponsible. Wealthy individuals intrinsically understand the true value of every single dollar. Financially struggling people often mistakenly believe that small expenses genuinely don't matter. But here's the undeniable truth. Small expenses inexorably morph into massive expenses over extended periods, and massive expenses, without question, completely destroy any chance of accumulating wealth. The fourth major thing that is actively destroying your crucial financial future involves buying clothes and accessories that you simply do not need. And I'm not exclusively referring to ridiculously expensive designer handbags and extravagant luxury watches, although those particular items are absolute wealth killers. Make no mistake. I'm talking more broadly about the pervasive, constant societal need to perpetually update your entire wardrobe every single season, to always have the absolute latest trendy sneakers, or to impulsively buy clothes that you only wear once or twice and then promptly forget about. Take a moment and consider your own closet. It's likely brimming with countless items you purchased, wore just a few times, and now they simply sit there, inertly taking up valuable space. That is not a functional wardrobe, that is frankly a sprawling museum of ill-advised financial decisions. Here's the blunt truth about clothing. Nobody, and I mean nobody, cares what you're wearing nearly as much as you fervently think they do. Nobody is diligently keeping track of whether you had the audacity to wear the same shirt twice this week. And for those few individuals who are judging you solely based on your superficial clothing choices, those are unequivocally not the kind of people whose shallow opinions should matter to you in any meaningful way. Regardless, you know what truly impresses me? A substantial and diligently cultivated investment portfolio, a continuously growing net worth, and ultimately achieving profound financial independence. Not possessing 1,000 pairs of expensive shoes that will inevitably be utterly out of style within a mere 6 months. But this issue runs significantly deeper than just superficial clothing purchases. This is fundamentally about the underlying mentality of unbridled consumption that permeates our society. We exist in a culture that incessantly tells you that the act of buying more material things will somehow miraculously make you truly happy. Get the new phone every single year, buy a brand new outfit for every imaginable occasion, always upgrade, continuously update, constantly replace. It's an insidious trap deliberately designed to keep you perpetually spending and consequently keep you perpetually poor. The behemoth fashion industry, the relentless tech industry, they have meticulously built their entire lucrative business model upon the foundation of making you perpetually feel as though what you currently possess is simply not good enough. And sadly, far too many people fall for this cunning deception every single time. Allow me to reiterate what genuinely wealthy people consistently do. We thoughtfully buy high-quality items that are specifically built to last. We then conscientiously wear them until they are genuinely worn out and no longer functional. We are largely unconcerned with fleeting trends. We genuinely do not care about superficially impressing complete strangers. Our philosophy is simple: acquire a good durable suit, invest in a good resilient pair of shoes, possess a reliable and long-lasting watch. The mantra is buy once, buy quality, and then simply move on with your life. Your valuable money undeniably has far better places to be than constantly languishing in some multinational corporation's bank account simply because they successfully convinced you that you desperately need their latest product to feel inherently valuable. You absolutely don't. Your inherent value has nothing whatsoever to do with the superficial garments you wear, and everything, and I mean everything, to do with the substantial things you diligently build and create. Now, for the fifth and final thing that is inexorably keeping you financially poor, and frankly, this might very well be the single most crucial point of all: those pervasive subscriptions and memberships you habitually pay for but almost never actually use. I'm talking about those expensive gym memberships you enrolled in with grand intentions but never actually stepped foot into. Those countless streaming services you subscribe to but conveniently forget you even have. Those various apps that demand recurring monthly fees for features you rarely utilize. Those premium subscriptions for services you could easily acquire for free. The stack of unread magazine subscriptions piling up, or the specialized software you truthfully don't truly need. It's akin to having a slow, insidious leak in your bank account, diligently dripping away $10 here, $15 there, steadily adding up over time, and you genuinely don't even fully notice the financial damage until you actually sit down and painstakingly add up all the cumulative charges. I strongly urge you to do something proactive right now. Pull out your most recent bank statement. Meticulously examine all the recurring charges listed there. How many of them are you genuinely and actively using? From how many of these are you truly deriving significant tangible value? I can almost guarantee you are currently paying for at least 3 to 5 things that you have completely forgotten you even subscribe to. Cancel them today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today. This is, in essence, free money you are passively giving away to corporations who are banking on your sheer laziness to ever bother canceling their service. Do not let them win this bet against your financial well-being. But here's the much larger underlying issue. These myriad subscriptions represent more than just individual expenses. They symbolize a particular mindset. They represent the pervasive idea that you constantly need non-stop entertainment, perpetual access, and ceaseless stimulation to function. You absolutely do not. What you unequivocally need is to build genuine wealth. You need to intelligently invest in your prosperous future. Every single dollar that flows directly to a subscription service you barely use is an invaluable dollar that is emphatically not working for you in the bustling market. It is a precious dollar that is not actively compounding for your benefit. It is a crucial dollar that is not diligently building your essential retirement nest egg. And mark my words, when you eventually reach 70 years old and discover you can't realistically afford to retire comfortably, you are going to desperately wish you had canceled that largely forgotten streaming service you watched maybe twice a month. So, allow me to succinctly bring all of these crucial points together for your utmost clarity. Stop unequivocally buying new cars. Cease purchasing far too much house for your needs. Consistently stop eating out all the time. Discontinue buying superfluous clothes that you genuinely don't need. And definitively stop paying for those various subscriptions that you barely use. These 5 distinct actions, diligently implemented, represent the fundamental difference between perpetually being broke and ultimately becoming truly wealthy. It is genuinely not about your current salary or income level. I have personally witnessed individuals earning a modest $40,000 a year manage to build incredibly serious wealth purely because they profoundly understood and faithfully applied these very principles. Conversely, I have seen numerous individuals making a comfortable $200,000 a year, living precariously paycheck to paycheck, simply because they adamantly refuse to learn these invaluable lessons. The choice, unequivocally, is yours alone to make. You can steadfastly keep doing precisely what you're doing right now and predictably remain exactly where you are, stuck in the same financial rut. Or you can summon the courage to make the hard, necessary decisions, ruthlessly cut out the financial waste, and earnestly begin the challenging but rewarding journey of building real, enduring wealth. It's fundamentally not a complicated process. It's simply profoundly uncomfortable for most. And sadly, most people consistently choose immediate comfort over the long-term pursuit of wealth every single time. Do not be most people. Now, if this video has genuinely opened your eyes to these uncomfortable truths, if you are truly ready to finally stop making endless excuses and instead start actively making tangible money, then I unequivocally need you to take decisive action right this very moment. Smash that like button with conviction. Send a clear signal to the algorithm that this vital content matters and needs to reach more people. Leave a candid comment below and honestly tell me which one of these 5 detrimental financial habits you are personally guilty of. Be truthful. We are all collectively learning and growing here. And if, for some baffling reason, you still haven't subscribed to this channel yet, what in the world are you patiently waiting for? Hit that subscribe button with purpose. But don't you dare stop there. Consider becoming an active member of this channel community. When you thoughtfully choose to become a member, you are actively investing in your own essential financial education. You are deliberately joining a thriving community of like-minded individuals who are genuinely serious about diligent wealth building. We are steadfastly committed to continually bringing you the unfiltered truth, the proven strategies, and the straightforward, no-nonsense advice that genuinely works in the real world. Money, let me remind you, does not care one bit about your fleeting feelings. It simply does not care about your convenient excuses. It only and exclusively cares about the informed decisions you make. So, from this moment forward, resolve to make profoundly better decisions. Stop mindlessly buying stupid, unnecessary things, and proactively start diligently building lasting wealth. That, my friends, is ultimately how you win the game. That is unequivocally how you become truly rich. Now go forth and make it happen.